for a minute for my lady. Howdy nerds, Lieberman here. Batman v Superman dropped on our collective heads last weekend, and with it came Ben Affleck's take on a grizzled veteran Batman who's been cracking skulls for close to 2 decades. We all know that it takes a lot of freaking funding to get one's Batman on, but with Batfleck in the game for so long and with so many wonderful toys on display, I had to ask the question, how much money does it cost to be the DCEU Batman? Now, back in 2012, around the time of The Dark Knight Rises, a lot of speculative pieces were released that offer some good info on the subject, based on the Nolan films. Yes, I know that we're talking about different universes, but I'm not an economist, okay? We need to start somewhere, so there's gonna be some extrapolation, there's gonna be some assumption, but the numbers are still pretty cool, so check it out. For starters, let's establish Bruce Wayne's net worth. 2 economists from the blog Centives looked at Wayne Enterprises' diverse array of businesses and compared them to existing companies of similar size. Adjusted for inflation, the firm would be worth $23,986,260,000 today, which, you know, holy shit. And as Wayne Enterprises' largest shareholder with a controlling stake of 50%, Bruce Wayne's net worth sits at $11.99 billion, which, you know, he's gonna pull some pussy. Cat, woman, we're not gonna do that joke. Fun fact, doesn't even put him in the world's 50 richest people. According to Business Insider, Nigeria's Aliko Dangote and America's James Simons are tied at the bottom of that pack with $14.3 billion each. So basically, if you don't have $14 billion, get the fuck out. Obviously, Bruce would be a lot higher on that list if he hadn't been shelling out shekels year in and year out to keep Batman on the Bat streets. Back in 2012, writer Thaddeus Howes determined that the total cost of being Batman from Christopher Nolan's trilogy came to $682,450,750. This includes 1 Batsuit, the Batmobile, Batwing, Batpod, and the complete renovation of Wayne Manor and the Batcave, as well as Alfred's salary and previous training costs. However, once you become the Batman, then you have to live like one, and Batfleck's been at it for 2 decades. Thrillist determined that the actual cost of Bruce Wayne's billionaire playboy lifestyle to be just over $33 million a year. So assuming that he's been keeping up appearances, Bruce blew $660 million over the past 2 decades between mansion upkeep, travel, wardrobe, philanthropy, and Alfred's continued salary. So that's $1.32 billion so far. Is there anything else you can think of, smarty Lieberman? Yes, in fact. Let's talk about the Robo Batsuit. So according to Thaddeus Howes, just 1 regular Batsuit costs $1.05 million to produce. And we can safely assume over the course of 2 decades, you're developing new bat technology, you probably have a few more suits. But regardless, let's just talk about this Robo Suit. To make a robotic exoskeleton powerful enough to pose a threat to Superman would cost far, far more than a simple Batsuit. For example, DARPA received $3 million in grants to develop its soft exosuit technology. This is just the core tech for the legs only. So let's double that for the full body suit, $6 million, plus the armor alloy, light but strong enough to withstand Superman's strength. Development by a team of 3 experienced engineers would cost on average about $750,000 a year, plus the materials necessary to produce the final product. Even if the suit took just 1 year to produce, all told it could cost as much as $10 million, and that's just like the low-end cost. Now, one of the big moments in the trailer was Bruce Wayne witnessing the destruction of Metropolis during Man of Steel, specifically the destruction of his own Wayne Enterprises building. For reference, the New York Freedom Tower that replaced the World Trade Center cost $3.9 billion to build. Even if the new Wayne Tower cost half that, it's an additional $1.95 billion to add to the Bat bill. All told, between the $1.32 billion he's racked up being Batman and Bruce Wayne, plus the Robo Suit, plus the new Wayne Tower, we're looking at a bare minimum Bat cost of $3.28 billion, equivalent to the net worth of the tiny European nation of Andorra. All of this being billed super sneakily to his own company, which, you know, should be illegal, but hey, Bat stuff, no problem. So now I want to hear from you. What do you think of these figures? Do you think that being Batman costs way more? Do you think it costs less? Let us know down in the comments below. And hey, what'd you think of Batman v Superman? I want to know your thoughts. Write them down there. I'm Matt Lieberman, and I'll see you next time.
So, Detective, what makes today's unboxing so special? Well, open your fucking ears and listen. Today we're gonna unbox evidence from the first murder case that I ever closed. Lily James, July 2003. The only thing that's out of the box was the murder. Justice on guard.